Take that off. Don't need that. Okay. Welcome. Let's get started here. Good evening, everybody. Those that are in the Mountain Standard Time Zone anyway. Welcome to Facebook Live. Welcome to Baker's Acres Canine Academy. Sorry, hold on. I'm trying this little tripod get up here and it's not really working very good. There we go. Okay. Just don't touch anymore. Okay. Hey everyone, my name is Sarah Baker, owner of Baker's Acres Canine Academy. And here, I'll show you here. I'm touching the camera now. Oh. Here's my daughter. Here's Micah in my dirty kitchen. Don't look. Okay. Anyway, today's topic was spurred on because of one of my dear clients who's become a really good friend. She asked if I would talk about it today. So, I told her I would and give her my 2 cents. And we're going to be talking about dog parks. This can be a touchy subject and what's the word? I don't know. There's pros and cons to it, okay? I want to be as fair as possible, so I'm going to be doing a little thing here, okay? Is this backwards to everybody? It might be backwards. I might have to show you on the rear-facing camera. But anyway, I thought I'd do a whiteboard thing, okay? Pros and cons. Positive and negatives of dog parks. So first off, I'm not going to get into the whole, history of dog parks, where they came from, all that stuff, politics, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, is it backwards? Okay, never mind. So, I'll do the rear-facing camera when I want to show you. But anyway, pros. We'll start with the pros, okay? Dog parks. Pros. Pros. They're free? Not really, because you have to pay taxes. They're great for socialization. No, not good for socialization. Sorry. Table wobble. They're great for teaching my dog off leash? No. Yeah, unless they're empty. They're great for teaching off leash if they're empty. If you don't have a fenced-in yard. They're free? That's all I got. They're a great place to meet up with other dog people? Maybe? Make doggy friends with owners? No? Not really? Okay, I gave it a shot. Pros? Let's start with the cons. So I'll write down one thing, free, okay? Free. $0. See? Free. $0. Good. Cons. They're toxic. Okay. Oop, and my thing isn't working. Toxic. How are they toxic? At least 2 ways. There's probably more. 2 ways that I know of. Lots of diseases and viruses and everything can be running around rampant in that grass. So you don't know what kind of situation you're going to run into. You don't know what kind of dogs you're going to meet. You don't know what kind of people you're going to meet. Yep, out of control dogs. And yeah, there's hardly any supervision. Those that are really good at paying attention are probably the ones that are desperate for other people to, hey, your dog is going after my dog, let's stop this, hello. a lot of dog owners, average dog owners, don't know how to break up a fight or how to prevent a fight, okay? I don't want to have to break up a fight. I want to be preemptive in preventing that fight. So why should, give me some feedback here. Why should I take my dog to the dog park? Give me some reasons why. Well, it's free, socialization, doggy playmates, exercise. Great. There are other alternatives. Much safer, much better alternatives. Okay? There are doggy daycares. Granted, not all of them are created equal. Okay? So do your research on those. Talk to the owners. Find out if there are actual trainers on staff at the doggy daycare who understand dog behavior, who prevent fights, who know how to break up a fight if it happens, and talk to the staff and say, how many dog fights happen weekly? Ask them that. How many dog fights happen weekly? If it's a regular basis, question why. Why do you have so many dog fights? I've had maybe 2 dog fights that I can clearly remember. 2. Okay? Legitimate fights. All right? Now, fortunately, one of them did break the skin. I took full responsibility for that dog that was injured. I took complete care of that animal, talked to the owner, made sure, hey, I will pay for the bills, okay? I'll pay for all of it. Then they took care of it. They said, don't worry about it. And they ended up not having to take their dog to the vet, okay? So, continuing on. Doggy daycares are a good alternative if there's a dog trainer on staff and all of those other things I listed, okay? I'm going to forget the whiteboard, okay? I'm distracted by it. A boarding facility, a kennel, that also has dog trainers on staff. A dog trainer who has a doggy daycare or boarding type situation, such as myself, okay? Full-time dog trainer. I do boarding and daycare as well. That's a service I provide for my current and new clients, depending on the dog, depending on the situation, depending on the behavioral issues. The best alternative to a dog park, if you're looking for that type of a situation or that type of a, yeah, she's whispering. You misspelled her name. Very poorly, by the way. The very best alternative is to find a facility or a dog trainer that holds socialization classes, okay? A very structured group class, okay? It's not just a drop-in, come whenever you want to, leave whenever you want to. No, it is a structured group class. You meet at a specific time. There is a very strict protocols, very strict rules that you need to follow. At one point, I did hold socialization classes, but I didn't ever have enough interest in the location that I am at. I'm open to it again. If people want to hold socialization type of stuff like that, I am happy to do it, but there are strict rules. You will have to sign a waiver. Your dog needs to be under control. And if it's not under control, your dog needs to be muzzle conditioned. Okay? You need to be open to me taking control and stepping in when I feel it is necessary to keep dogs apart. Okay? If you're not open to that, and you're saying, oh, my fur baby just wants to say hi, no. I've been doing this for years. I've been around dogs and I know dog behavior. Okay? You watch a dog regardless of how he has learned or how he has behaved in your presence years previous, or, you just got a brand new puppy and he's just a puppy. Not a mean bone in his body. Listen to me. When you put him in a new situation with brand new dogs that he's never met, in a brand new environment where he's never been before, he will exhibit behaviors he may not have ever exhibited before. Okay? Understand and trust your trainer. Okay? Trust the person who has knowledge about this, who has done this for years. Okay? If you have any questions, if you have any say or any kind of comments that you want to share, feel free to share them. Before I end this, though, I want to share 2 stories. You'll have to help me remember some of them, or the second one. The first one I remember very clearly. The first one. This is from my mom, so it's kind of secondhand and trying to remember all the details. There was a dog that went to a dog park, was attacked, went to the veterinary hospital with his head almost decapitated. Okay? They had to put the dog down. Second incident. Australian Shepherd, mom. 40-pound dog, 60-pound dog. I remember. A bigger dog, not a little dog. Okay? A bigger dog was attacked and killed, shook to death at the dog park. And I could name story after story after story about these incidences. I'm not saying that the dog that attacked the dogs that attacked these dogs were horribly bad dogs, okay? They were aggressive dogs, and this owner should never have brought their dog to the dog park. Things happen. Dogs are dogs, okay? Dogs are dogs. They're not human. Do not put human morals, human code on dogs. They don't follow that. They don't have a moral code. They don't have an ethical code. They do what makes them feel good. They do what nature tells them to do. They do what instinct tells them to do. They do what they've been bred to do. Okay? If your dog has prey drive and they see a little dog, guess what? They're going to chase that little dog and they're probably going to eat it. Maybe not eat it, but they're going to try and kill it. That's prey. Okay? If your dog has a tendency to be a pain in the butt, don't take it to a dog park. If your dog tends to be nervous, fearful, insecure, submissive, do not go to the dog park. Okay? Please, 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 please. Just say no. Don't go. Call a trainer. Get some prices. You don't have to pay an arm and a leg. I held socialization classes for free. Okay? Yes, I required an evaluation beforehand because I needed to know, is your dog going to be comfortable in this type of a situation? Is your dog going to be safe in this type of a situation? I charged for the evaluation. I don't charge for people that want to come and get a socialization feel and get their dog socialized, get their dog around other dogs. Amen to that. Amen to that. Cheaper than losing your dog because they were attacked, because they were killed. Cheaper than all of those emergency visits, vet bills, everything else. A consultation or evaluation fee is nothing. Nothing compared to the heartache, the lawsuits, the frustration. Not to mention, if your dog has a negative experience at a dog park with other dogs or with other people, guess what? That's been imprinted on them, okay? Especially if your dog is young. If you take your dog, your puppy, before 2 years of age to a dog park and they have a negative experience and another negative experience and another negative experience, guess what? Your puppy is going to turn into a reactive, fearful, nervous, insecure, aggressive little dog, young dog. And then they're going to, over time, if they keep getting those kinds of experiences, become more aggressive, more aggressive, more aggressive. Please avoid them. Avoid dog parks. I use them. Really the only good thing that they're good for, is a distraction. And even then, you're taking a risk. I've been to 2 dog parks locally here in Utah County. And at both parks, I've gone there with a client to do some practicing off-leash stuff on a long line outside of the dog park. Absolutely outside. We don't go into the dog park itself. Okay. Both times. 2 different dog parks. 2 different people, 2 different scenarios. What has happened at these dog parks is this. There's a dog park. Fence all the way around it, right? It has a breezeway, 2 fences, 2 gates. You have to go through it. But what happens when people leave their car and go to the park, or come from the park into their car? Oh, my dog will listen just fine going from the park to the car, or vice versa. They'll just follow me. They want to go right into the park. They don't leash up their dog. 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet, 50 feet from the parking lot. They're lazy. I'm not getting angry. I am just super passionate about this. They got out of their car. They let their dog out. Their dog did not listen to them, off leash. Their dog rushed over to us as we were trying to train my client's aggressive dog. Aggressive dog. Okay? We are trying to fix my client's dog from having these type of situations happen to them. Yes. Bigger dogs will run down the little ones. I'm sorry, Michelle. I'm sorry. Both situations. Both parks. That happened. Please. If you're still going to go to a dog park after this, fine. Leash your dog. Going from the car to the park. And from the park to the car. Put your dog on a leash. It is city ordinance. City ordinance. City law. Follow the law. If your dog is perfectly well trained and will listen to you, great. Call that dog one time. And if that dog comes back to you, superb. My hat's off to you. I will tell you, wow. Thank you for having a well-trained off-leash dog. Thank you. Would you like to come and help us train this dog? I may even invite you to do so. Okay? I gotta keep taking deep breaths. I gotta go put on some serenity and some balance afterwards. Dog parks are very toxic. Toxic place to be. You don't know if those dogs are vaccinated. You don't know if those people are nice. You don't know if those dogs don't have kennel cough or some other illness. You don't know if your dog's going to get injured just by roughhousing with those other dogs who can't control their own self. Dogs will be dogs. They love to roughhouse. Dog owners in dog parks don't understand the level of energy and how to control it. Those dogs that are there, they don't understand what it means to stop. They don't understand when they're supposed to slow down. Okay? Yes. You've got people with all sorts of crazies out there. Right? And not to mention, what about this? Oh, hey, Johnny. Okay. What am I doing? I'm distracted. I'm on my cell phone when I should be paying attention to my dogs. Every single time I've gone to the dog park, almost every owner there has their phone out, either taking pictures, great, they're taking pictures of their dog, but they're not paying attention to what should be happening. Okay? I'm not mad. I'm passionate. Okay? I get frustrated, absolutely. Plenty of frustration. And from now on, I probably will just avoid. Probably I will just avoid dog parks altogether. I won't even go to them for the dog training aspect. Hey, Tim, how's it going? I know you go to dog parks. This is not a bash on owners that go, please. Understand that. This is for the general public to understand. I get call after call after call from clients that have gone to the dog park. If you've been with me long enough, you probably remember Cassie and Willow. They came to us back in September, the beginning of September, just before I left for the ICP conference. Cassie was the German Shepherd and Willow is the Border Collie. They both regularly went to dog parks. Cassie was repeatedly jumped by other dogs. She became highly reactive to the point where she almost killed another dog. Yeah. Willow went to the other extreme. Or not the other extreme, but Willow developed severe reactivity and aggression towards humans. Because at dog parks, she's a gorgeous Border Collie, by the way. People would be like, oh, wow, what a beautiful dog. I want to go pet her. Hi, puppy. Hi. What happened? She became severely nervous, fearful, and aggressive, and preemptively took measures to protect herself. So she developed an aggression towards humans. Okay? So Cassie developed fear and aggression towards other dogs. Willow developed fear and aggression towards humans because of dog parks. Their experiences at dog parks. So, the alternative. Don't go to dog parks. Please. It's just a waste of money, a waste of taxes, a waste of property. Don't do it. Go find a trainer. Find a doggy daycare that has a reputable reputation, that has a solid reputation for having no dog fights on their records, or very little, very minimal. And every dog fight guess what? It's human error. It's not the dog's fault. The humans there should never have allowed it to escalate to that point. Okay? If only, Michelle, if only. We can only have 2. Our city ordinance only allows us to have 2. Yeah. So, the best alternative, find a trainer that holds socialization classes. Okay? Please share. Get this message out. Not because I said it, but because it needs to be shared, this information. You want a Frenchie? They are pretty cute. My brother-in-law has one. Please share this. Get the information out there. Help your neighbors. Help your friends. Give them the information. Warn them. Okay? It is our duty. Those that have the experience, those that have seen the problems, it is our duty to share it. Our duty to warn our neighbor. I know. And the dog parks are great. In theory, they sound like a great idea. If only everyone would follow the rules. If only everyone would understand their dog's body language. If only everyone took responsibility. Right? They're a great idea. In theory. But in practice, they don't. Yeah, have a brain. Okay? That's all I got for you guys. I hope that this resonated with you. I hope it didn't offend anybody. I love you all. I love my dogs. I love your dogs. It's my job. My passion is to help people overcome their pain, is to help people move forward, help people to understand how they can have a better life with their dog. Thank you, Tim. Love you too. Okay? I've got other things to do, dogs to train, time to spend with my daughter. There she is again. Doing her sticker book. Thanks, Michelle. Mama Hansi, you gotta get yours going too. I want to see more video. Okay? Tim, I gotta get down to Miami someday. Good to see you too. Come out to Utah, okay? Go skiing. Get out of that heat. You so generously shared. Was it this morning? Oh, you've been doing photography. Nice. I wish you were closer. Come and take some pictures of my doggies for my website. Yeah, Tim, you gotta get out of that heat of Miami and come enjoy the freezing cold of the rest of the country. All right. Yep, I gotta get going. Time's a ticking. Sorry, Michelle. Yep. Okay. Love you guys. Please share. Get the information out. Talk to your neighbors. Have a good night. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good one. Take care.